Forza Horizon 4 is an awesome game, according to drifting experts. Everybody is spending hours trying to perfectly slide through those corners. But have you ever wondered how the girls are holding up against the challenge? Here are some top girls playing Forza Horizon 4. Number 5. First time? Driving a car is a great feeling, but racing wheels have made these experiences easier for everybody. Now you can drive in the same way as a real car, but you don't have to pay for insurance every time you run into another car in the game. These racing peripherals are a great choice for people to have an experience of the fun in driving. Even with these racing wheels, you might face some trouble in the beginning. A girl by the name of Fjords Gaming on YouTube shared her experience of using a racing wheel for the first time in Forza Horizon 4. She was driving a pink Lotus Exige S through the roads, but it wasn't as fine as you would expect. She had a hard time with controlling the car, went off-road a number of times, and even had several collisions. She even shifted into the wrong gear a few times. It was pretty obvious that she was using the racing wheel for the first time and didn't know much about their handling. But there were laughs all around, keeping the fun alive. Number 4. Too fast for her. Girls can play every other game as well as boys, but when it comes to racing, there's a big chance they might not be great at them. Although they know how to drive in real life, they have no interest in racing games, and that's why their racing experience is lesser than boys. While controls can be hard for girls to get a grip on, it's the speed that really messes with them. Team RTN2, a YouTuber, gave his girlfriend a chance to play Forza Horizon 4. He made it quite clear in the introduction that she isn't a great gamer and doesn't drive that well too. After they argued about that part, they started the game, where Chelsea chose one of the most difficult cars to handle, the Lamborghini Reventon. She couldn't get the car under control at first, mostly because Martin was controlling the car with an Xbox controller sometimes. He later explained some things to her about the game regarding events and other things. She even tried to play a race, but couldn't take the corners that well, and Martin had his head in his hands. It's alright, pal, we feel ya. Number 3. A good teacher. It takes time to learn how a racing wheel works, but when you have a good teacher, it becomes easier. AR12 Gaming brought in a friend to let her experience Forza Horizon 4 on his setup. It was difficult, but they had fun while his friend learned how to play the game. At first, she couldn't handle the car because it was a Lamborghini and went too fast. He then gave her a slower car, but she had trouble keeping it on the road as well. He then gave her simple challenges to improve her handling. She even competed in a few races and had very different results every time. The two had a great time and his friend had a lot of fun. Number 2. Harder than it looks. A YouTuber named Inky decided to give his new video a little twist. He owns a yellow-colored Mercedes in the game. It is an absolute beast with a horsepower of more than 1,000 bhp. He has excellent control over the car and can drift through the tightest corners easily. But he let his girlfriend take the wheel for some time. It wasn't hard for her to learn the controls, but when she started driving, that's where the trouble began. At first, she couldn't handle the car's turning. Later, she had a hard time drifting through spaces. As she was putting more than required power, the car spun out every time. Inky was surprised and jokingly made fun of her several times. He even challenged her to keep the car on the road while drifting, but she couldn't do it. Pretty tough. Number 1. Modest in the game. It's a rare occurrence that girls can play racing games. What's rarer is a girl driving like it's a real-life experience. Driving in a straight line, anticipating and taking turns timely are the biggest challenges for girls that play racing games for the first time. But only one girl has caught my attention while driving like she's handling a car in real life. A channel on YouTube named Red Line Limit uploaded a video where a girl was sitting behind the wheel of a yellow Audi S1. It would look as if she was playing for the first time, but her control showed her expertise in driving. She managed to keep the car on the road and had no collisions with traffic or other obstacles. She even entered a race and won it, easily. That's something you rarely find on YouTube. The girl is a total keeper, I would say. There's nothing harmful in gliding through a corner unless your speed is way too much. But you should do these stunts only in the racing world. Leave it to the experts to drift and leave people in awe. What do you think about drifting? Let us know in the comments section.